I hear the grand finale is really good.
Yeah, we finally got a grand finale, and like we had it last year, and we were playing with it, and we just couldn't get it in the time frame. The time frame that we couldn't get it, let alone on stage, because it's huge. I mean,
Oh yeah.
it's huge. But we had to do the blocking and make sure that we knew it done right and how exactly we wanted to do it. But our grand finale now, it's awesome, it's cool, and it's one of the bigger illusions that I know of in Branson.
Oh, that's great. So, what has been the biggest challenge performing in Branson versus outside of Branson? Because I'll give you like an example. I had to be more visual. I had to be quick. The routines had to be quick and visual for me. But as for the entire show that you're doing, what have you found that you've had to adjust, or what just did not work when you guys were first opening up?
I guess I'm fortunate in which everything that I've done in the show has all been pretty strong. All my card stuff has, my shadow coins that I do, I get tons of compliments from both laymen and mainly magicians who really appreciate that.
Yeah.
I mean, they know how it's done, but they just love how elegant it looks. My biggest challenge, though, is for the better part of the first season, my wife, who was pregnant, and my oldest son were still back in Milwaukee. So I'm here working, 16, 20 hours a day, and they're back there just kind of hanging out.
Yeah.
So that was probably one of the biggest challenges for me.
For you personally, yeah.
Yeah.
That would be hard.
Yeah, it was
Trust
difficult.
me, because I have twins, and they were born when I was on the road traveling.
Yeah.
And I couldn't get back. There was just no possible way. Does she live here now?
Yeah, she does. And I was lucky. I was super lucky. It was the day before we had a 1 week break at the end of the summer. It was the day before had to come back here for rehearsals. My son Ethan was born.
Oh, wow.
So he was born. The next day, I slept at the hospital. Next day, woke up. I saw him for a little bit. My wife was fine, and hopped on the car. I came back.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough, man.
Wow. But, okay, what's your background in magic, though? You said you're from Milwaukee.
Yep, I'm from Milwaukee.
And you used to work at the what festival?
It's called Summerfest.
Summerfest.
Summerfest, world's largest music festival.
I haven't heard of it, so
Yeah,
it shows you.
It's in Milwaukee. Actually, this year I was looking at the lineup. There's some really cool bands that are going to be playing there. But they brought me in to street perform, actually. And there's not many street performers, at least when I was there hasn't been a lot around there. So I'd show up, I get in for free. I was able to bring in my own alcohol because it's their props, you know.
Yeah.
So I sit there and I get there at 11, and I would do about 10 to 12 minute magic show, like 4 or 5 times an hour. And I would do the same 4 tricks over and over again, street perform. I got to pass a hat. They gave me free parking, free admission, and I got to stay for whatever I wanted to stay for. And that was my introduction into street performing.
Yeah,
which
it's hard.
It's
really
super hard. And
because I did it
would,
for
I wouldn't
5
ever,
years.
I don't know if I would ever go back to it. I liked it, but I wanted to do it for the experience. I've done kids' birthday parties because I wanted the experience, though I knew that wasn't the
You
market.
don't do it now, do you?
No.
Did you learn your lesson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I wanted the experience. I wanted the actual knowledge, so that wasn't the market I was trying to get into. I feel like when it comes to this kind of stuff, you need to know as much as you can.
Right,
and if you can perform for drunk people, you can perform for little kids and vice versa, because I did a lot of bars and everything else as well.
Those two groups, though, I was just going to ask you, because I used to do street performing at festivals and stuff, and they were all great until I would do like a rib fest or something where they had alcohol they were serving. And I always find that kids and drunk people are the first to call you out on stuff, in that they think really simple, and they'll just they'll give you what they think is the method to something, and they're pretty close.
Yeah, sometimes they are, especially kids.
Yeah.
Especially kids. And it's just... Actually, they explain it on an episode of Brain Games and how kids think about and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I love that show.
But yeah, they're tough, man. Those kids, they can, and that's why Kid Magic. That's why I really didn't like the kid shows, is because Kid Magic to me isn't magic. It's almost clowning.
Yeah, right.
It's almost clowning or babysitting, and that's not what I know.
But there's guys that are really good at it,
Oh,
if that's
God.
what they want to do. But
my wife's father's a magician, and that's all he does is exclusively kid shows, and he's hilarious.
Yeah.